Not a pretty win for OSU at all. I mean, yeah, Ryan Day's still undefeated against Big Ten opponents. Cool beans, bro. But yeah, not a great performance. Wait to see people come into the chat, say hello, talk a little bit about the game, talk a little bit about what this could mean for OSU in the playoff rankings. But painful but successful, as somebody put it on Twitter. That's a good way to describe it. A painful yet successful game where they came away with the victory. 8-1 record. Yeah, 7-1 now. Honestly, not the most. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it is 8-1. Okay, ESPN just didn't update their record. Okay. Yeah, it really was not an impressive game from OSU. This is one of those times where I'll just be perfectly blunt and just say, like, yeah, OSU was not that impressive today. The offense was inconsistent in the red zone. There were way too many penalties in the second half. And overall, it just turned out to just not be a very enjoyable game from an OSU perspective. I mean, the bright spots in this game for me are Jackson Smith and Jigba and Noah Ruggles. Without Noah Ruggles' 4 field goals, then Ohio State doesn't win. And Jackson Smith and Jigba had one of the best games for an OSU receiver in the history of Ohio State football. 240 yards and 15 catches, which is really impressive as OSU avoided the upset over the Cornhuskers. Nice to see you again, Troy. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Terrible win, nice to win and all, but that was kind of ugly. You are correct. It was ugly. It was not a pretty game. It was easily the ugliest win of the season. You know, going to Lincoln is always a tough place to go to, of course, but Ohio State really didn't perform well enough. They had a couple good plays there in the second quarter offensively, and then, I mean, they didn't score a touchdown in the second. They didn't score a touchdown in 3 of 4 quarters in this game. Only amassed 2 touchdowns in the game in total, both passing touchdowns. I mean, from a stats perspective, like if you looked at the stats and you didn't see the final score, you'd think to yourself, wow, Ohio State must have absolutely dominated. They had a receiver with 240 yards, and they had a quarterback with 405 touchdown passes. Nope. And like we were saying in the watch party, in the fourth quarter, Ohio State, and even in the third quarter, Ohio State was doing whatever it could to just hand Nebraska the chance to win the game. It was a good game in December. It's about the dub. You get, yeah, and November. Yeah, I mean, it's November right now. It's not December. I get that point of view for sure. It is about pulling away with the wins. Absolutely. I don't think the performance is really going to affect Ohio State in the rankings per se, just based on the way the rankings are now and what we could suspect to happen for the teams that are above OSU in the college football playoff rankings that are about to play. But yeah, it just wasn't the most enjoyable performance, I guess. We have the best deep threat in the country in Olave. Really missed Fields' deep throwing ability. Yeah, for sure, Mike. I get that. Olave, you know, he had a fine game. What did he do today? 7 catches for 61 yards and a touchdown. I mean, I would say he's among the best receivers in the country, maybe the best. But today, Jackson Smith and Jigba had a great game, one of the best in OSU history. Noah Ruggles was clutch kicking the ball. And, hey, you need clutch kicking because look at what Nebraska did in the third quarter, trying to kick that 31-yard field goal, and they've been 50% this season, and he missed. And then Nebraska was given golden opportunity to try and take the lead when C.J. Stroud threw the ball 60 yards and threw a pick. And then Nebraska ran, drove down the whole field and then just couldn't get anything out of it.